Hey guys, we're just going to try a little something. This is at the 10Q level. I think it's 8Q specifically. And we're going to look at not playing the biggest move. Not only will we generally fail whatever level we're at, we don't play the best move, but you don't need to play the best move, biggest area. You can play an area that's big enough. So hopefully it'll be defined as we go. And will this be helpful or interesting? I'm not sure. So here, I'm playing black. What's biggest? One of the empty corners. Oh, have we now lost the game? No. It's a perfectly big enough move. Okay. Where to? The only place you shouldn't play is area 1. Okay, so we're not talking about, oh, play in a bad area. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying there's biggest and big enough. This is pretty close to the smallest area, but it's not the smallest area, not the biggest area, but it's big enough. Now we're playing out Joseki. Okay. Where to now? I thought that this would be kind of a strange place to play, or less than biggest, because notice this. See how black's building quickly? There's a lot to do on top. It's a nice, big, ripe area. What about the left? Nothing going on the left. What about the corner? Hey, we can take a whole big corner. Yeah. So instead, we choose to simply play in a big area, big enough. Settle. We all know how to settle. Mistake by white. Let's go ahead and capture. And we notice that that's Goten. Now, for 10 Qs, in that arena, your opponent's going to pass perhaps a dozen times a game, but certainly half a dozen. If you can catch that, pretty big benefit. Okay, where to? Unknown, I went ahead and just corner. Couldn't think of a particularly smaller, less big, so I just played corner. Okay, now we're going to settle. That's our job, right? Don't forget your job. Nice, steady group. Now, as far as this being steady, if white plays here, that's our sente. And then we can just live any way we want. And if white tries something on the outside, or at least we're settled, right? At the very least. So this is a beautiful little corner shape. Modern Go says it's a little small, a little slow. Well, still, we don't care about a little slow. Settles, and we go ahead. We don't need to finish, but he's going to be able to press us. So we're alive but not healthy, so we finish up. I don't see the sente there. So I would take it as another free move. And here, the right is bigger than the top. So perhaps I should have played the top to continue this idea of we don't need the biggest. But it just seemed no one's going to miss that, right? It seems so obvious that the right was not just a little bit bigger, but a lot bigger. So I played there. And A's fine, B's fine, C's fine, probably D's fine. When I see a wall like that, I think it's good for influence. So I find myself playing fourth line to negate the influence. But third line's fine. for what we're doing. Plays here. Seems to me most players are going to think, I want those points on the right. And in this game, I'm trying to play something that might not be biggest, but is still rational. So I played here, saying, this isn't biggest, but we're negating his wall. We're right in his face. And yeah, notice we're getting nice and strong here. And he's getting the points, especially if he plays this way. Now let's play this out a little bit. He plays there, we would respond. Let's do it again. And if he finishes, then look what we've got going into the center. So yeah, he got area 1. How big was that? 2, 4, 6, 8. We can say 10 points, less than 10. What did we get in area 2? About the same as area 1. Plus, we're getting all the area 3 stuff. So don't think that this kind of move is small. It might not be as big as the other way, but it's very big. He turns, I come down. Perhaps for this game, I should have said, well, yeah, this is biggest, but we don't need biggest. I'll play this way and let him come this way. That's fine too. As long as it's a full-size rational move. Now let's go with a not full-size rational move. Here, not Sente, no, it's just irrational. There's no reason to play there. You're not attacking, defending, playing in a big area. But this move, irrational. That stone's alone, far from home. Easier for white to come in and attack. This one, hard for white. White can do it, but it's hard, difficult. And if black gets in any trouble, he can always drop down. That's why I make sure I have this space so that later I can come down for some eye space. Okay, that was me rambling. We turn and then go the other side. A couple things to do. I went ahead and took the points this time and just taking points. Here I thought there's a lot of things to do, but if we can draw the line, that means we're getting the territory. So I went that way. And I wanted to move that would go from A to B and B to C. And that seemed to be the move that connected everything. Connection's too strong a word. Clean it up. Okay. In this picture, the AB is perfectly intact. He can't get through that. But the BC is thin. So thicken it up. And if you decide to play D instead, that's fine. This just seemed he can't get through that, right? Clean it up. Here's a move that's been sitting there for a long time. He's been able to say Atari. And if he does that now, well, he's got a big white wall. He's getting stuff. Not that big, but it's, reverse Sente. He can't cut the honey, and that's what we're dealing with. So I've stayed there and finished the idea. And extend. Sorry. Couple things to do here. I ran. Why not? Run again. Why not? Capture. Now, we have the opportunity to play an irrational move. Save. Why is that irrational? Because my 3 A stones don't do anything. They don't attack, they don't defend, they don't take territory, they're nothing. Then why keep them? That's irrational. Please take them, as my first Go student, Go teacher used to say, give them away as a gift. Such strong memories of him. So the A stones are nothing. To treat them as if they are something is irrational. So we can, he's been able to come under for a while, right? That's been his right. Well, things are getting small enough. Okay, we'll just tidy up. Tidy up. And then end game, just start basic end game moves. I don't think there's anything else to look at. He takes. Okay. Now, this white move he's disturbing my area 1 and he's growing area 2. So responding to this is reasonable. Responding to I should not have taken. That's irrational. Instead, come out. That's the point of this situation. This is a great example. I'm getting points on the left. I'm removing his points on the right. As I strengthen my weakness, I captured, which still allows him into my area and to grow his area. I played an irrational move. I'm so embarrassed. He plays, he comes out. We're still in in-game. In-game, and he resigns here. Black's just gobs and gobs ahead. Okay, so this is me trying to show examples of you don't need to play the biggest move. It's nice to know what that is and to choose to play it. That's great. And that'll make your game better and better and better. But even at a very high level, you can play not the biggest move and get along just fine. Okay, guys, thanks. Catch you later.